But before that, we often hear about Britain's obesity crisis, yet many people, and particularly the elderly, are suffering because they're not eating enough. Research shows that 1 in 10 people over the age of 65 are malnourished or at risk of malnutrition. Sometimes the problems stem from loneliness, sometimes it is due to the wrong diet.
Well, charities are trying to raise awareness of the issue, and lunch clubs for the elderly, such as one we visited in Keynsham, are tackling the problem head-on. Derek Johnson reports.
Lunch provided by Age UK B&NES in Keynsham near Bath. The day club is a social event as well as a chance to have a good meal. Isolation and a lack of understanding that they need more calories are among the reasons why many senior citizens suffer from or are at risk of malnutrition.
I think it's a problem very often when people's mobility reduces. They may not be able to get to the supermarket to get their shopping. They also feel quite lonely sometimes, and the motivation to cook is reduced. This is something we're seeing more of. I think it's possibly because people are living at home for longer, and sometimes the services are not keeping up with the needs of the people who are remaining at home.
Christine Hudson's a lifelong healthy eater, but lost weight dramatically after a road accident, and says older people like herself don't appreciate that they need to take in more calories.
I don't think they realise. I think even when they think, well, it's 'cause of meal, you've not got to think like that. Eating less is okay, but you have to eat the right foods. I've got to eat more protein stuff now. Protein is essential.
One answer is a meal delivery service, although there are fewer now. In the kitchen, they prepare hot and cold meals, including roast dinners, with an emphasis on healthy eating.
The issues are generally where people can't fend for themselves, or they can't look after themselves. As they become older, they might become more frail, but also they might be incapacitated in some way as well. So by able to get a meal delivered in as part of a care package or some extra support, we know that they're getting a freshly prepared meal every single day to help them combat that malnutrition. Just as that person progresses or declines, it's usually the first thing to go is their appetite, or it might be, their ability to create that meal.
Good morning, Elsie.
Today, lunch is being delivered to Elsie Butler, who's 96 and lives in a retirement block, relying on these deliveries.
I don't go shopping, I have to have someone take me shopping, and I don't really like the food that I buy. I just add to it all the time. I divide it into 2, and then I put 5 new vegetables every day, into it, and I think that sort of keeps me going.
Age UK says more work needs to be done to combat the myth that losing weight and becoming frail is normal as you grow older. Often it says it's just a sign of undernourishment, which is entirely preventable. It's calling on family members, even health professionals, to be more alert to the dangers of malnutrition, to its signs and symptoms. Derek Johnson, ITV News.